excited for this one. It's Derby day today. So in Scotland alone, I mean, think of the other countries I've been to too and the derbies that I've done, but Scotland's my bread and butter. I've been to the Edinburgh Derby, the Old Firm Derby, the Dundee Derby, a few Fife derbies, ones that will completely slip my mind now. I've been to non-league derbies, and many more that I've probably forgotten, so let me know in the comment section below which other derbies I've also been to. But today's a derby that I've never been to. I don't think these two have played in the same league for a long time. Queen of the South versus Annan. It's a Dumfries derby today, and why am I starting my video here? Robert Burns, one of Scotland's most famous sons. Do you know why Robert Burns moved here from Ayrshire, where he's from?
I'm not quite sure why specifically from Ayrshire, but he moved to Ellisland to be a farmer. The farm land was quite terrible, and so he became an exciseman and moved into the town to live here on his wage and things. So I think it was just work.
Oh, so he moved down here to be a farmer and then didn't really work out, and then he moved to the town?
The ground was... he had new farming techniques, so it was fine after him, but whilst he was there, nothing would grow.
And in terms of like Scottish historical figures and stuff, do you think he's one of the most important, famous, that kind of stuff?
Probably one of the most famous, I think.
Okay,
aside from like William Wallace and Braveheart kind of things, but
yeah. Oh, cool.
I mean, he probably is really up there with like...
And this is his house that he died in, is that right?
Yeah, he died in the room up there.
Speaking of derbies, one I forgot to mention was Ayr United versus Kilmarnock that I've been to before. And if you followed any of my Ayr United videos, I made a few of them before, I'll often always mention Robert Burns, and one of his quotes, the honest men, from one of his poems is actually on the Ayr United badge. I knew he's from Ayr, and that's like, there's a museum and a little centre there dedicated to him, but that unassuming little house behind me here in Dumfries is where Robert Burns passed away. Anyway, that's your history lesson over for the day. Let's go and see what the Dumfries Derby is all about. Wow, the memories are coming flooding back now. I have actually made a video here before, only from the outside, right during the midst of COVID, when I was just trying to visit all the 42 SPFL grounds. I'm still yet to see a game here, and that's why I'm also excited for today. Not just the fact that it's a derby, but I think there's only 6 grounds I've still got to go in the 42 top 4 leagues in Scotland. And after today, there'll be 1 less for me to visit. Well, what a ground this is. My first time inside here. Yeah, I've only ever just visited it briefly from the outside, and look, you have sort of newer seats just here, which have obviously been put in more recently than what these ones have. Look at this, and there's loads of them as well. There's a lot of grounds you'll come to that still do have wooden seats, but not too many of them. Understandably, in a lot of ways, they're not the comfiest, but I mean, just like as a stadium lover, an old stadium lover, look at some of these old wooden seats. My God, look at that. How many people have sat in these down the years? And I know we're not far from Carlisle right now. This has got to be Scotland's most southern derby. In terms of league clubs, there's probably more southern derbies than this in the non-leagues and stuff, but in terms of like the top 4 leagues it is, and we're not far from Carlisle, like I say, and I'm getting Brunton Park vibes from this stadium with the terracing in behind. And I've always wanted to come and see a game here because I knew it was an old classic stadium, like I showed you with the wooden seats over there and the terracing this side, and there is terracing behind the other goal as well. And I do just want to say a massive thank you to the Scottish football community. I don't want to go over it too much. There's been so much of it on Twitter over the last like week or so, but thank you to everybody who reached out and supported me through all the stuff that happened on Twitter just recently. I'm sure a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. If not, just go on my Twitter and you'll probably see. But one of the people I really want to thank, or one of the accounts I really want to thank, at Back Onside, they reached out, and thankfully I didn't need them. I've grown a bit of a thick skin over my time on doing YouTube and stuff. You sort of need to, especially working in football. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to them because they reached out and they do a lot with mental health and stuff like that. And I know that JC, who I'm about to speak to, the Annan goalkeeper coach, has also worked with them as well in the past. So what I'm going to do is include a link to their charity page in the description box below. JC, mate, I think this is fourth time maybe on the channel.
Patrick.
Goalkeeper coach here at well, at Annan.
Yeah.
We're here at your local rivals today, Queen of the South. Is there a big rivalry between Queen of the South and
As far as
Annan?
I'm led to believe, yep. Played them last season, beat them in the Viaplay Cup last year, so hopefully we can do the same again.
And so, yeah, like you say, you played them in the cup, but when was the last time you played them in the league?
Never. This is the first ever league game as well.
Wow, right, okay,
between
yeah.
the two clubs. So
amazing.
I only found that out on Tuesday as well.
Nice,
so,
okay, cool. Big historic day
it's a
then.
big day for the club again.
Yeah.
This season's been a big day. It's the first season in League One as well. It's the first time I've ever been promoted. So
Oh, okay, right.
it's a,
Also, because
another
you got
big
promoted last season, this is your first League One season as well.
So it's the club's first ever. So it's
How are the lads adjusting to League One then compared to League Two last
been
season?
hard for us in the league games. To be fair, the two we've played. We've had a lot of injuries, to be honest. That's played a massive part, and we've got the lone boys in who came in late as well. So
Yeah.
it's just taking a wee bit of time to bed now, but I believe we'll come good.
Nice, yeah. I'm sure they'll get used to the league at some point and
Aye.
start picking up points.
Today.
Back on Side reached out to me recently,
Yeah.
and I just want to know, like, you've had a
Yeah.
experience with them in the past. If anyone needs to get in touch with them,
Yeah, it's no secret I've had my battles, and I support Back On Side massively. They've helped me through probably the worst time in my life, and they reach out to people, which is, I think, it's amazing. Libby, who you probably spoke to yourself,
Yeah.
is just unbelievable what she does. Nobody sees it. She's out midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the mornings, going helping people. And so, of course, but if anybody is struggling, I would advise, please just pick up the phone. Their website's there as well. And I want to add a wee bit in as well, if you can support Back On Side, because the work they do, they need the funds as well to do that,
Okay.
to get the people, i.e. Jane who does the counselling, etc. These people need the funds to keep going, and that's a big thing for me. That personally, I think the SFA should be helping them out a wee bit. That's just my own personal opinion, because the amount of people in football that she has helped out that I know about is unreal.
yeah, they do amazing work by the look of things.
I
And
might even put the PFA into that. I don't care if it gets me in a wee bit of trouble. They should be helping out.
Okay.
Back On Side as well.
well, I'll put their links in the description of this video and
Yeah.
stuff, and I've already spoke about them anyway, so
Yeah.
they do great work. What do you think the score's going to be?
3-1 Queens.
3-1 Queens and
2-1 Queens.
Right, and here we go. We've kicked off in the first ever Dumfries derby in the league. I never realised that was the scenario here. I didn't realise that Annan had never played Queen of the South in the league before. But yeah, here we are at Palmerston Park. Look at this, what a ground! And Annan in the yellow, Queen of the South in the blue, in really nice kits as well. Marvin Bartley, their manager, he was coach at Livingston, wasn't he, recently? But yeah, kicked off here in the first ever Dumfries derby in the league. Annan have taken the lead in the first ever league Dumfries derby. He's raging. And look at this, look, so this is the live league table. So if it was to stay like this, Annan would have 3 points, but they lost their opening 2 games, did Annan, so they are in desperate need of a point or 2 to start off the season. Yeah, look, they lost against Falkirk, tough start to be fair, and then lost away to Montrose as well, but big derby day today, and hopefully Annan can pick up some points soon. Tick-a-tacker from Queen of the South. He was quite sure about it. Oh, I thought it was going to give a penalty then. Queen's getting lots of... Oh, is he giving a pen? Is he giving a penalty for that? Has he? Is he pointing to a goal kick? Or that's a penalty. It's been a good game of football so far, and there's been a lot of chances for Queen of the South. They're yet to convert. Oh, and they still haven't converted. This geezer's having a terrible day. He can't believe it. Right, lads, Annan fans. What do you reckon the score's going to be?
6-1.
6-1?
6-1.
To who? Annan?
Yeah.
Of course, mate. And you boys?
Finish 1-0.
Finish 1-0.
I think 2-0.
Queens can't seem to put the ball in the net, can they?
No.
And it's half time here in the derby that's never been played in the league before. Queen of the South cannot put the ball in the back of the net, but Annan are 1-0 up. Queens fans?
Yeah.
What do you think of the first half? Not good.
Sorry.
To say one word, yeah, it wasn't great, was it? But you created a lot of chances, I thought.
Yeah.
Just haven't stuck them away. Do you think you'll turn it around?
I think it'll be 2-1.
2-1 Queens.
2-1 Queens.
I got the last pie. Brown sauce on the pie, what are we saying, yes or no? Big pole of uncertainty here in the press box. Look at this. That's the problem with these old stadiums. I've just been trying to find somewhere to watch the game and like get a good view, but look, if we're filming that way, we've got this thing in the way, we've got the pole over here. Do love these old stadiums, but they are quite hard to film in. I know Queens just can't put it in the back of the net. Oh, can they now? Oh, they can! Oh my God! They have finally scored. It was an OG. It looked like they were never going to score, and then bang! One of the weirdest goals I've ever captured. I hope you can see all right from up here. Queen of the South have turned it around. Look at this. Quite a good atmosphere in here today. How was it playing on the pitch?
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Honestly, like the fans are brilliant, and I want to just give them more moments like that this season. So just as a group, we're going to keep working hard to be able to give them results like that.
It was a bit of a game of two halves. You were 1-0 down at half time. Did the gaffer say anything to you at half time?
Yeah, just he obviously wanted it to be better. He needed a reaction, and I think he felt like he got that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's brilliant.
I think this was the first ever derby between Queen of the South and Annan in the league.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it a bigger thing for the players playing against a local rival?
It's massive because we want to be the best. As a group, we want to be the best, no matter who we're playing, whether it's a rival or just anyone. We want to prove that we're the best as a group. So yeah, any game's massive, but I think in a derby like that, there's always a bit more of an edge, and I think we saw that on the pitch today because there was a couple late tackles flying in, to be fair. So yeah, it was a good game.
And do you have a message for the fans after a big win today, going into the rest of the season?
I mean, I'm sorry for the stress probably we caused in the first half, but yeah, I just hope you can keep getting behind us and supporting us like that, because we will grind out results like that, and we will progressively, the mistakes will become less and less.
Amazing, mate. Nice one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, man. Joshua, Queens fan.
Yeah.
What did you think of the game?
I think the first half was a bit, I think we were a bit like nervous getting forward in that, but the second I think we finally found the rhythm of getting past them, and I think
you just needed that one goal, didn't you? And then the floodgates opened a little bit.
I think it was a very good game. The atmosphere was very good as well.
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere in the derby as well. It's the first time these two have ever played each other in the league, but it was a derby at the same time.
Yeah.
Was it an interesting game then from your perspective as a fan because of that?
Yeah, it was. You know, it was just a good game to watch. It's a game you've got to go to, you know,
because of the local rivalry.
Derby, it's one of the best derbies you could get, I guess.
Yeah, mate, it was good, especially in this area too. And
Yeah.
so, where do you think you'll finish in the league this season?
I think we'll go up the season. I think we'll just edge it.
So there you have it, the derby that has never been played in the league before. I don't know how much of a fierce derby it really is, probably not massively, just because they've only ever really played each other in the cups. But look, hopefully Annan can remain in the league. They've had a bad start, they've lost all 3 of their first games, but if they can remain in the league and stay higher up in Scottish football, then maybe this will become a more regular derby. What did you think of it? Would you ever come and watch a game at Queen of the South, or have you ever been to a game at Annan? I've been to a game down there before. It's my first game at Queen of the South. Still got a few grounds to tick off in the 42, like I say. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below where I should go next. I'll leave a video on screen. I'll leave a few videos. I'll leave an Annan and I'll leave my old Queen of the South. There you go. If you want to learn more about Queen of the South and you want to see a video where I was down at Annan, where I met all the Rangers squad from a year or 2 ago, then check out the videos that are on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.